Well, I wasn't really going to talk about this case very much anymore because um I just felt like it just I just I wasn't I'm scared. I don't know what to think about some of the things that have already happened. I don't even know what law enforcement can or cannot do, and so um, I'm hesitant, but I'm dad with the phone. So um, right after this woman was found on Highway 24, if you're just now joining dad with the phone and you haven't been watching, um, a woman was found on the side of the road coming from Colorado Springs to Woodland Park on the Ute Pass, Highway 24. It's actually between Manitou Springs and Cascade where she was found. She was naked. It was an obvious statement. It was an obvious message. And I don't need to dramatize or to sensationalize anything. But I've watched enough movies to know that when there's a body just thrown out on the side of the highway in the middle of a very busy highway, it's a message from someone. And I didn't know who, everybody wanted to speculate who this woman was. Well, today they released her identity. Now, I've known her identity since the day it happened. I had one of the family members reach out to me immediately and through Facebook. And then multiple different people in the family have reached out to me now, maybe 4 or 5 different people. One of those people I had a phone conversation with. As I do record the phone conversations, and I'm not trying to sensationalize anything, but here in Colorado, we sometimes are sold a bill of goods that there isn't dangerous, violent crime all around us. And according to this woman's family, she rolled in a very dangerous, fast-paced life of 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 crime, and somebody killed her. And I don't think that's right. I don't think it's right in any way, shape, or form. I don't think there's anything. This woman was 22 years old, just a baby, but she got sucked up into a life. And so let this be a message to you guys. Many people are probably going to get really offended at me for playing this. Um, I'm dad with a phone. If you don't like what you're hearing, you don't need to listen.
I'm the cousin.
You're
I'm her legal guardian in Colorado Springs.
you're I'm sorry. You're talking about the woman that was found on 24, and I think her name Deanna.
Dedrea Duncan.
Oh, Dedrea. Yeah, Dedrea Duncan. I'm not very good with names. Um, I'm so sorry for your loss. Uh, I Somebody had sent me a message on Facebook about something that you wanted to talk and clear some information up, I guess. I I I don't want to take.
Kind of had some questions.
Oh, okay.
Of what you know, because I know you like to dig into stuff.
Yeah, I mean, so I like I don't know that I know any more than I guess you would know. I mean, some of the same things that you or somebody messaged me are some of the same things that I kind of heard just through talking with people that I know and trying to find out who this woman was. I live up in Woodland Park, and so it's kind of a big deal when they shut down Highway 24.
Right.
And so that's kind of how I came about talking about it. Um, I know I feel like that Dedrea had like a pretty tough life, but I don't. You said you kind of raised her.
I've had her since she was 16 years old. Her mother kicked her out of her house and sent her to me. Um,
So she just kind of she just didn't have a real good home life.
no, she did not. Um,
Is law enforcement talking to you guys?
as much as I can without fucking up their investigation, we haven't gotten really any information of what is going on. She's still technically married. We are collaborating with her spouse.
And this is so she's technically married. This isn't. Is this the guy that's in jail?
No.
Oh, okay.
She's technically married to a female.
Oh, okay.
They were going through a divorce, but Dedrea refused to sign paperwork, so they are still technically married.
Gotcha.
The guy that she was dating, like you said, has been in jail since the stabbing.
Yeah, and so is this kind of related to all of that incident?
It is.
Yeah. So I mean I feel so it feels it feels weird, talking with you guys because this has got to be just an incredibly difficult time. And so but I saw your messages and I did see that you had called and so I just I don't whatever I can do. I don't know if there's some of the messages that I were sent, some very detailed info, but I don't know.
Can you tell me what that info was?
Well, a couple of you have reached out to me that kind of state that you're somehow related. You know, um, I I don't I don't know what if I don't know what you're wanting me to tell you that I know. I feel so weird just because I don't know who really. I just know that you've contacted me on Facebook and I believe your story and everything, but most of the time I don't. Yeah, I don't know how to share info that's been shared with me that it may or may not be true and stuff, and I don't know what and I don't want to lead you in
Well,
any.
if you could give me what you know, I know you helped with the Gannon case.
Yeah.
If I could get what you know, that would be very much appreciated.
Yeah, I understand with so had you talked to her in the last couple of days, or is this something where you've been out of contact?
The last time I personally talked to her, after she got released from the hospital from the stabbing, she had reached out to us, and we went over there, looked on her, brought her some food. My spouse talked to her on Thursday morning. She said she was lonely. Didn't go pick her up because she was doing training for her new job.
Yeah. And that was
and
that was
then,
a couple of what that was a couple of weeks ago. Or
no, that was literally last week.
okay, so just a week ago she got out of the hospital after the what happened with that stabbing incident?
The stabbing. Her and her boyfriend are drug dealers, from what I gather from the cartel to the Serenos to fucking weed. And um, his friend, which is mentioned in her stabbing, was the one who did it.
Is this like cartel stuff?
I believe so.
Yeah, I mean like you
I've had multiple people tell me that it's cartel related, from the coke to the heroin, and I don't know anything about methamphetamines, but she was selling multiple different drugs.
and when did that's crazy. No, it's just I mean it's crazy. And so was this a message? Is this why she was dumped on 24?
So what I have gathered is that her current boyfriend had an ex or girlfriend at the time, was dumped in the same very spot 2 years prior. Um,
That's crazy. So this is just that was a message to him or a message because he's still in jail, right? Or was this him doing this from inside the jail?
we don't know. The police are investigating his calls at the.
What are you what are you wanting from me? Like, I mean, I understand you're wanting information, I know, but most of the information I know is was kind of just related around, who she was. And then once I kind of found that out and kind of understood a little bit about what was happening, um, I don't try to push. I mean, you're talking about some very real situations and very real things that happen, but they're just very like they sweep that shit under the rug.
And that's what I'm trying to avoid.
So you're just trying to avoid the law enforcement kind of sweeping under because they really can't prove anything. Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm trying to avoid that her case gets put in the cold case, but there are other events that are happening at this moment that are connected, and anything that happened to anybody else, and I don't want I don't want this at all. I'm kind of lost for words.
No, I understand. This is a very crazy. I'm sure this is a very crazy time for you guys right now and understanding. But this, so life.
Yes, she was.
You know, I mean, this is when the high is high and the fast is fast. It's fun and everything's awesome. The cash is flowing, but when it's dangerous, it's real dangerous. It's life and death stuff,
Yes, it is.
man. It's real. It's real. It's among most of us. It's taking young people's lives. It's ruining families. It's destroying things. It's real. I hope they don't sweep it under the rug. I hope she doesn't die in vain. Now you know. You're not going to hear that on the news. The press isn't going to run that story. You heard it right here on Dad with the Phone.